To be fair, you haven't had an actual insane story in a while, so the hole isn't that deep. Did I ever tell you guys about what happened to me on the 4th of July that I almost got arrested? Did I tell you guys that? I feel like I was going to, and I don't remember if I did. No? I thought I told you guys that. Did I not? Okay, I'll tell the story. What did you do this time? Okay, so I have a 4th of July ritual that I do. So my dad used to work at a church as a janitor, right? And during the 4th of July, what he would do is he would come get me and we'd go to the roof of the church because it was like overlooking the entire town basically. And you get like the perfect views of the fireworks, right? And now that he doesn't work there anymore, we can't really do that. But I really, really like that view. And it's very nice. And it's like, you know, it's all to yourself. Basically, no one's up there. But what I figured out is that there's a pathway between two buildings of the church. And it's a covered roof. So when it's raining out, if you're walking to the next building, you won't get rained on. So what I've been doing for like the last 3 years or so is that if I go there, there's an AC unit and I climb on that AC unit and then I can jump up and lift myself up onto the walked platform. And then there's another AC unit that's poking out of the wall for the 2nd floor. And you can jump up and grab that and stand on it and then reach the roof. So I kind of like climb my way up there. And I just sit up there on top of the church and I just like watch the fireworks by myself, right? Like I'll sit there and listen to music, bring like a Coke Zero or something like that. And I'll just like vibe, right? So, I did that, right? And I was hanging out, and my roommate was with his girlfriend, and he was like, "Yo, where are you at, man? You want to watch the fireworks together?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm at my usual spot." And he was like, "Oh, do you mind if we come over?" Because he knows, because me and him have gone up there before. He's like, "Do you mind if I bring my girlfriend and like we come over there and like hang out or whatever?" And I'm like, sure, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm up here by myself. The fireworks haven't even started yet. Like, we still got like an hour or two or whatever before they start. I was just up there, like, kind of like sleeping on the roof, basically. Because it was a nice summer's day, like, or night, I guess you could say at that point. Like, it was not too hot. It wasn't too, like, cold. It was that nice middle ground. The wind was blowing, and it was like a warm breeze, not like a cool, like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, it was nice. So I was like, yeah, you guys can come up here and hang out, you know, just be careful not to get caught, right? So they pull up. My roommate has no issue getting to the top, but his girlfriend struggles a little bit. And so we have to like help her out, you know, we have to like pick her up and like, you know, like grab her arms when she jumps and like yank her up there so she can climb up to the top with us, right? So we're up there and we're hanging out. Me and roommate are talking and his girlfriend gets a little quiet. And I'm like, I don't know, maybe she's just like, maybe they said something, maybe they had like a fight in the car or something like that, whatever. So like, you know, she's like, I'm gonna go take a call, I'll be right back. So she like walks away and I'm like, did you and her fight? And he's like, nah, I don't know why she's quiet, I'm gonna be honest with you, right? So she comes back and then the mood's completely changed. She's totally fine again. She's like yapping once more, she's talking to us and stuff. And we suddenly hear someone go, hey! And we're like, what the fuck? We're like, uh-oh. So my first instinct is I duck because I'm like, that could be a security guard, right? So I duck and I'm like, get down like that. And she's like, oh no, it's okay. I invited my friend. And me and my roommate are like, you did what? And she's like, oh yeah, I invited 2 of my friends. They wanted to come hang out. And we're like, oh my God. So now we have 2 other girls that are like down at the bottom, right? And they're like, how do you get up there? How do we get up? And like one of them is dumb and they try the fucking door and the church has an alarm on it, right? And we're like, don't touch the door, right? Because she's about to like reach for the door. And we're like, don't touch the door. Don't pull the door. Right? And she's like, oh my God, okay, I'm so sorry. And we're like, that's not the way you get up here. Don't go through the door, right? So we help her. We're like, climb on this, climb onto that, climb onto this, right? So we help these 2 girls up. And now it's starting to turn into a little bit of a party, right? The girls are hanging out. We're talking, you know, they brought a couple of snacks and stuff like that. Me and roommate are talking. And then we hear someone else go, yo! And then those girls have invited more people, right? And now these people have brought beer with them. So now we have probably about like 8 people on this roof. And it was just me. And they brought in like beer and stuff like a whole can. And I'm like, whatever, it's fine. You know, the 4th of July fireworks are about to start. The cops are not going to be paying attention. They're going to be down in the city. They're going to be looking around for like people doing stuff like that, right? Whatever, it's fine. It's okay. So it's not too big of a deal, right? So, we help them up. They throw the beers up and stuff like that. Someone's brought like a little speaker. Any of them are underage? No, we don't know anyone that's underage because we're all adults. You know what I mean? So we don't know anyone that's underage. Yeah. So what were you climbing on? So there was a AC unit that's down for the main floor that you jump on, and then you jump onto a walked pathway that connects the two buildings there. And then above that walked place, you have to kind of jump for it. But there's another AC unit sticking out of the wall that you can jump on and then pull yourself up onto, and then you can reach the roof from that way. It's a bit strenuous and it takes a lot, like, you know, but you can do it. Now I'll get to that. That's a key part, right? That it's a bit hard to get to, right? So we're up there. I'm like, all right, that doesn't sound safe. It's not. Don't do it. Don't do what I do. But I do it because I've done it for like 3 years now, and I'm an asshole. So no one started drinking yet, thankfully, right? So people are up on the roof and they're drinking and stuff. And someone's brought with them a little speaker, and they're playing like music, and people are like starting to dance, and they're starting to like. Also, why is alcohol an issue? I don't drink personally. I don't mind if people drink. It doesn't bother me. But drinking in public is allowed. It's allowed. Trust me, it's allowed. It's not an issue. I just don't drink. I'm just including the fact that they're bringing beer now. Like, people are starting to get drunk. That's what I mean. We're on a roof of a church and people are starting to get drunk. That's what I'm trying to get the point across. It's not the fact that they're drinking in public. It's that they're on a church roof with us dancing to music. Right. So here's what's happening, right? Me and my roommate are the only sober ones right now because his girlfriend starts drinking a little bit, you know, and people are like, oh, I'm going to go get more beer. So I'm the one that's like, okay, you know, hey, I'll go grab like the beer for us and we can like, you know, like I don't want anyone to get down from the roof until everyone's like sobered up or whatever. And so what happens is me and my roommate, we get down from the roof. We're like, all right, you know, someone's still a little bit sober. I can't remember who it was. I don't know whose friend it was. It was just, people were just showing up. People were just fucking showing up. So we don't know who half the people are now at this point. They're like friends of a friend. So someone was still sober. We're like, can you make sure that no one like jumps off the roof or whatever? And he's like, I got it. Don't worry. I'll get this shit unlocked. Right. So as we're going down, as we're climbing down from the roof, someone walks up with 2 ladders. I'm not even fucking kidding you. They pull up in a pickup truck and they get out with 2 ladders and they set one up against the walkway and then one up against on top of the walkway against the roof. And then they're climbing up and we're like, what the fuck is going on? We're like, why is so many people showing up to this like it's an actual party? And at this point, we're noticing that the parking lot is filling up with cars. Like, this has turned into an actual fucking party now. Like, people are pulling up. People we don't even fucking know anymore. People are showing up and being like, roof party at the church. And they're setting up fucking ladders. They're setting up ladders so they can get up and down from the church roof easier. Right? And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, fuck, man. I'm like, okay, we gotta go. Right? That's what I tell my roommate. I'm like, we gotta go. Right? I'm like, it's getting too much. We gotta get out of here. This is getting bad. Right? Yeah, I'm agreeing with you guys. Yeah. I was like, we gotta go. Right? And this was on the way back from the beer that we started seeing everyone like pulling up, like, you know, things like that, right? And so I was like, all right, man, we're gonna bring the beer. We're gonna just leave after that, and we're gonna go, right? And I was like, just drop me off at home, right? Because he wanted to go back with the beer and just pick up his girlfriend. I had no obligation to be there anymore, right? I was like, just drop me off at home, dude. I'm just gonna play Uma Musume, right? I'm over it, right? I don't really like parties very much. They're like, I never really have fun. You know, like people will get too drunk. Like, I don't mind talking to people. I'm really good at socializing. I've been to parties, but I just don't like the vibe and the atmosphere of it. Like when everyone's drunk and like fucking around and like, you know what I mean? Yeah. And my quiet chill spot was ruined. Like I wanted a moment where I could just sit there and like reflect on the past year, like how much I've grown as like a content creator and like, you know, how lucky I am to be where I am. Like I wanted to have like a moment like that. This was the 4th of July. So I'm like, drop me off, man, at the house or whatever, right? And he's like, come on, man, it's fine. We're already halfway to the place. Just come with me, right? And we're going to get my girlfriend. So I'm like, all right, fine. So we get to the church, okay? We climb the ladder. And at this point, it's an actual fucking big party. Like, we're talking like 20 plus people probably are here now at this point. Like it's an actual like club, and like there's like people that are like carrying backpacks and they're like sitting down on the backpacks and they're like resting. There's some people that are like, you know, like dancing to music over by this like little like I don't know what it is, like a little like mobile speaker or whatever, and it's going crazy, right? So we're like, where the fuck is your girlfriend, right? So we're looking for her. We're like trying to figure out where everyone is, and everyone's like, oh yeah, she went to this other side, because like it's a pretty big church, right? So it has like a whole flat area, and like there's people that's like separated into different groups. So we're like, all right. So we find his girlfriend, and she's like hanging out with her friends, and he's like, come on, we gotta go. And she's like, no, I don't want to go. The party's just, come on, please. And he's like, nah, we need to go. We're not supposed to be up here, kind of thing, right? And as we're trying to convince her to go, we hear like that, and then you see the flash of red and blue. You see the flash of red and blue. And I know what that means immediately. And like, it's not just one. It's not just one, like, it's two, and then a third one. And we look over the roof, and there's 3 cop cars situated, and there's like 2 cops for each one getting out, and they're like on the megaphone, and they're literally like, please get down off the roof, this is the police, get down from the roof now or we're coming up there to get you, right? So now at this point, people are freaking out. People are starting to freak out because there's some people that are drunk up there, and they're like, oh fuck, it's the cops, what are we supposed to do, right? And then someone's like, someone's drunk, and they're like, fuck you to the cop, right? And we're like, oh, please don't try to fucking, please, man, I'm fucking begging you, man, because this guy's drunk. And I'm like, oh my god, yeah, and he's like, fuck you, pigs, fuck you, ruining everything, you can do whatever the fuck we want, this is America, right? And like the cops are like, you know, they're like, calm down now, and then the cops are getting pissed, right? So I'm like, okay, we gotta get the fuck out of here, right? So people are starting to panic. Someone opens, because there's a roof access door. Someone opens the door, and the door is unlocked, and then an alarm goes beep, 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 like that, and it starts going fucking crazy. And now it's chaos, because now there's an alarm. There's the policeman yelling at a guy, and then there's like the police, and like the alarm is going, and people are like panicking. Like people are like pushing and like stuff. So I'm like, fuck, man, I just wanted to have a good fucking 4th of July. So what I do is it's risky, but there is another section of the side of the building, right? And I'm with my roommate, and I've done this before because I'm a bit of a freak, where I've like basically grabbed onto the side of like one of those little gutter things that kind of goes down, and I've like tucked my feet in between them so I don't go all the way down, and I've kind of like very gently slid myself down one of those before. I fell at the very end, and I normally hurt myself doing it, but I have done it before when I've had to like run, right? And it sucks. So I'm like, I'm about to take that, right? I'm about to take that shit is what I'm about to do. Now my roommate has a drunk girlfriend, so that's out of the option. That's out, right? Because she's drunk. So you've had to run from there before? Yeah, I've had to, because they do like security sweeps like of the buildings and stuff like that, and sometimes the security guard comes up, because I think he kind of knows that I hang out up there, and he kind of just has to do his job to like double check, but he doesn't like really check. But sometimes, you know, it's a different security guard that's like, hey, you know, and you have to like, you know, whatever. But so his girlfriend is drunk, so we can't really take any like crazy route like that, because she's gonna fall and like hurt herself. So we're on the roof. People are fleeing down. Some people are climbing down the ladders again, and the cops are like actually putting them in cuffs for trespassing is the idea. Like people are genuinely getting arrested right now, I'm pretty sure, and like getting charged for trespassing, and like disorderly conduct or something. I don't know. I don't fucking know what it is. Yeah, I never damage anything. I just sit up there on the roof. Like that's all I do. So the building works like this. It's like an L shape, right? And then where the little tiny section of it is, like the bottom part of the L, that's where the walkway is that the cops are all at. So there's a big long part that the cops aren't covering. So I run all the way to the end of it, and I'm looking down, and I'm like, oh god, oh Jesus, like what can we fucking do here? So with his girlfriend being drunk, we wait for someone to get down, and then we text someone that hasn't been cuffed yet. And we're like, dude, grab one of the ladders. Like, grab one of the ladders and bring it to the other side, right? I don't think it's going to happen because I'm already planning my escape. I'm already at this point being like, hey, man, I'm going to have to take this gutter because I don't want to get arrested, right? Like, I have trips I want to go do. And if I'm arrested for trespassing, I don't think they'll let me, like, leave the state or something like that. So I'm literally like, I love you, man, but this is your own girlfriend's fault, not my girlfriend. And if it was just me and you, it'd be a different story. But I don't give a fuck. I'm about to take that way down, right? So we're panic texting, right? Somehow, some guy, I don't even know who the fuck he was. He is the most southern guy I've ever seen in my life. He is wearing like overalls. I'm not even kidding you. He's wearing overalls, no shirt underneath of it, and he has a camo hat and like big boots. And he comes around with a ladder, and he's like, "I got the ladder for you." He's like, "Quick, get down, right?" And like I'm like, "How the fuck did you do that? How the fuck did you do that? How did you get that past the I don't know." So we take the ladder. And the moment we get down, a cop rounds that corner and goes, "Hey!" Like that. And he goes, "Stop!" And I fucking take off. I don't know why. I just take off. I run. I start fucking sprinting. And I can hear the cop going, "Da-da." He's like, "We got 2 suspects heading south going down to this place," like this. And I'm like, and I'm fucking like, I'm fucking sprinting down a hill. And I can hear like, I can fucking hear him like behind us going, "Stop! Stop!" Like that, and I just like jump over a fence into this building and like just fucking go like behind this building. I'm sprinting. I don't know where my roommate went, right? He said he went, we split paths, right? Which is good because that meant that I wasn't getting chased, right? So we split paths because like I just fucking ran. I'm not gonna lie, I was scared. I just ran, right? Because I was like, I can't get caught. So I'm running, and like I don't know how far I run. Like I run until I reach downtown. Which is a good distance, right? That's where people are all gathered right now watching the fireworks. The fireworks are going off overhead, and there's like people like watching the fireworks, and I just go and join the crowd. That's what I do. I'm like freaking the fuck out. I just go and join the crowd, and I just stay there, and I'm like, and I'm like freaking out. I merge with it, and I'm like shaking. I'm shaking right now, and I'm like, I don't know where anyone is. I don't know how many people got arrested. I don't know if my roommate made it out. I don't know if my roommate's gonna snitch on me or anything like that, right? Like, I don't know, but I just joined the crowd, and like, I just sit down at like a nearby table to a restaurant, and I'm just like, I'm fucking sweating. Like, I don't think I've ever sweat like this before. Like, my hair's sticking to my forehead kind of thing. Like, I look like a crack addict, I'm sure. Like, I look like I'm fucking tweaking right now. I'm pretty sure to people. But you're actively stitching on yourself? It's fine, whatever. I don't give a shit. It's fine. The cops around here probably have better shit to do than chase like a bunch of like hoodlums. The roommate was right about the best friend in life or death situation. It wasn't life or death, right? So I'm like sitting down at the table, and I'm like freaking the fuck out. I don't know how long I'm there for. Maybe 30 minutes, 20 minutes. I don't know. But eventually I hear someone go, "Hey," and I go, like that, like I jump, and then I turn around, and it's my fucking roommate and his girlfriend. And he's like, "You got out? You got out?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "How the fuck did you get out?" And he's like, we hid. He's like, we went to this place, we fucking hid. And I'm like, "Oh my god, oh my fucking god." And like, he's like, "Dude, what the fuck do we do? What the fuck do we do, dude? What the fuck do we do?" Right? Because my car's there. And I'm like, "Just don't fucking panic, right? Like, just you parked a good way away from the rest of the party. They might think it's just like one of the security guard trucks or whatever. It's fine. Just don't fucking freak out. We're fine, dude." So we're like sitting here in this crowd tweaking the fuck out. Like, and my friend's roommate, like girlfriend's like drunk. And she's like, "What happened?" She's like, she's like, where do we go? Like, why did we leave? And he's like, shut up, right? he's fucking pissed because right now she invited everyone. She was the one that started, and he's like, "Shut up." He's like, "Stop." He's like, "Just drink water and shut up." Because like, you know, right? Like, and like, we're both a little pissed right now. And she's like, "I want to go back." And she's like, "Can we go back?" And we're like, "No, we're not going back." And he's like, he eventually gets mad. He's like, "You can go back. You go back. Go back." And she's like, "No, now I don't want to." Like that. And she's like, "Well, now you're being mean to me, and I don't want to." And he's like, he's about to ult, right? And I'm like, it's fine, we're fine, just relax, right? It's fine, we're just relax, we're fine, right? So we just sit here and relax for like till the fireworks show and then a little bit after. Like we stay there for about, I would say about 3 or 4 hours, right? And then as is, you know, thinking back on it, I realized how fucking dumb, how fucking stupid of a choice this was, but whatever. We did the classic criminal returns to the scene of the crime, right? Because my roommate's car was there and that was the only way we were going to get home was with that car, right? Because I took an Uber before this to downtown and then walked up to the church. So I didn't have a car. I took an Uber. So also my car's busted right now because I fucking ran into a telephone pole. That's another story. I try to be cool. Anyways, so right, I'm like, we have to go back. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. Dude, what? It's fine. I was trying to impress a girl. It's fine. It didn't impress her, just so you know. I ran into a telephone pole. But anyways, so what happens is we're like, okay, we can make it back up to the church. Was she impressed? I think she felt bad for me. That was about the gist of it. So we're hanging out. His girlfriend's sobering up. We've given her, you know, she's been drinking water for the rest of the night. And she's doing fine, right? So all women feel bad for you. It is a real issue. It is a real issue. We're like, okay, it's been like a while now. The cops are probably gone, right? Let's go back. So we walk back up towards the church and we're like, I'm like, here's the big thing. Don't act suspicious. Just walk normal. Act like you have a place in mind that you're supposed to be going to, and don't be looking around and freaking out, right? Act like you know what you're doing. And if they ask us questions why we're parked up here, say that we parked up here because the whole parking downtown was filled up because so many people are down there. So we parked up here and then walked down. I was like, that's going to be our story. We parked up here because it's free parking. We don't have to worry about the traffic and stuff like that after the fireworks are done. And so we just parked up toward the church parking lot and we're about to leave now that the fireworks are done. And we were down there the entire time, right? Pretty solid story, right? And I'm pretty good at lying. So I was like, you know, if it comes down to it, let me tell the truth. Not the truth. Let me tell the lie. See, look, I believed it so much I thought it was the truth. That's how dedicated you got to be. So we go up there. And we're walking up the road and his girlfriend and him are tweaking a little bit, just a little. They're tweaking just a little bit. And I'm like, I keep telling them, I'm like, act like you guys are acting not like you're supposed to be. Just act normal. And like, I was like, look, just hold your water bottle. And if you're nervous, take a sip from it. That's all you got to do. Every time you feel like you're nervous, just take a sip of your water bottle. That's it. Give yourself something else to do. Just give yourself something else to do to preoccupy yourself if you feel like you're getting like antsy about something, right? Just don't look around and just talk to me. And so I was like talking to him about Uma Musume as we were walking up, right? I was just giving him something to think about. I was telling him about Haru and all this stuff. I was like, dude, Haru is like, you know, I acted like we're supposed to be. Like we just got done with the party and I'm talking about, or we got done with the fireworks and we're just talking. Thankfully, there wasn't any more cops up there. It seems like the scene was pretty much cleared out. The ladders were gone. Don't know what happened to those. But we go up to my friend's car and he unlocks it and we get in. And as we're about to pull off, a cop car goes by the parking lot and it goes around the corner. And he's like, oh no, oh no. And I'm like, it's fine. They drove away. And then as we're about to pull out, we're like stopped. And then the cop car comes back around for a second time. And it slow drives. Like it goes in front of, like, so there's like a stop sign, you know, and we're about to pull out and then the cop car like slow drifts and like we see the guy like kind of like look over at us and we look over at him and I wave and then he waves at me and then he just keeps going. And then we went home and I played Uma Musume. And that was my 4th of July. So I don't know if I can ever go back up there again. Don't know if that's a possibility, but you know, that is what my fucking 4th of July was like. And you know, did not enjoy it. Are you human? Are you real? What the fuck? How do you just act casual? You know what I think helped me out a lot with it is that I used to skip school a lot, and one of the ways I would skip school, because we used to have like a like an on-campus police officer, is that I would act like I was supposed to be leaving. Is what I figured out. Is that if I was sneaking around, it would stop me. But I figured out if I just put my backpack on and I walked by the officer and I went, "Have a good day, man," and he was like, "Hey, you too, man," and I would just like leave. I could just leave the school. And like, but if I acted fucking weird about it, then like he would stop me. But if I just was like walking out, you know, or like looking at my phone, or like I'd even do like the fake phone call where I'd be like, "Yeah, mom. Yeah, I'm coming out right now. Yeah. Uh-huh." And I'd be like, "Hi," to him as I walk by. And he's like, "Oh, hey." Like, you know what I mean? And then like, I would just leave. So it was just confidence. It's just confidence. Like if you just act like you're supposed to be there, no one really stops you, because a lot of people are too nervous to stop you if they think like even if it's their job. Like, you know what I mean? Like even if it's their job, some people are just like too nervous to stop you if you act like you're very confident. Yeah. People just tend to assume you know what you're doing. Yeah. So I just was like, "Hey man, just act like we're supposed to be here. The party, the fireworks just got done. We're coming up here to get our car because we didn't want to deal with the traffic from downtown. And that's the reason we're here." And that was it. Yeah. So that was my 4th of July. That was... I still don't know who the fuck that guy was that gave us the ladder, by the way. I asked my roommate if he knew who the fuck that guy was, and they said they had never met that guy before in their life. And I don't know if he got arrested, because he was there when that officer rounded the corner. Like, so I don't know. I don't know if that guy got arrested. I don't know if he ran. Like I logged in. Like all I cared about was me. I'm not gonna lie. So I don't know if he ran and he got caught, or maybe that's the reason why the cops stopped chasing us, because they started chasing that guy instead. The Southern Angel strikes again. I got very lucky. I got very, very lucky that day. I used to prove that to people by dressing business casual, grabbing a clipboard and walking around places, taking notes and seeing how long it took for someone to ask what I was doing there. Yeah. Yeah, 100%. If you act like you're supposed to be there and the confidence, like no one stops you. Like I've walked into restricted areas before because I just wanted to see what was going on there, and I just acted like I was supposed to be there. So I was like, I wonder what's behind this door. And I just fucking opened the door and just walked in. Like I used to do that at grocery stores in the very back, or like a Walmart. Like if it was like a employees only area, I would just walk into the back and just be like, "Hey," when I walked in. And then they're like, "What are you doing here?" And you're like, "Oh yeah, I was just looking around." Are you not supposed to be around here? And they're like, "No." And you're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize." And then you just like leave. What happened before Bo was hiding? I got back when Bo was trying to hide, was hiding. What happened before Bo was hiding? Basically, what was supposed to be my secret spot for 4th of July got turned into a party. And beer got involved. I was not drinking, but other people were, and the cops showed up. And some Southern Angel had a ladder that helped us get off the roof because he was trying to help people get out from the cops. And I got down the ladder with my roommate and his girlfriend, and then the cop rounded the corner and chased us, and that's where we ended up at the restaurant after we ran away. Good thing a lot of the cops are unfit. That's all I'm gonna say. Good thing they had that beer belly, because I know that guy was out of breath within the first the sprint.
How you ran away from cops?
Yeah, I did do that. I mean, to be fair, I've done that before. Like, it's not like an unusual thing for me. Like, I was kind of like a bad kid growing up. Like, I used to run away from truancy officers. I've told that before on Ellie's stream. Casual trespassing, ruining things for the pros. Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is, you know? What can you do? What can you do? Are Boshi a delinquent? Yeah, don't follow my example. Not invite the girlfriend next time. Oh yeah, they're definitely not coming up there anymore. I got another busy week ahead of me, boys. Gamers. Princesses.